It's penguin time. I'm gonna be bring up the chat here. Oh shit. Let's see. Are there any updates? Hello, Cash. What's up? Okay, let's go live. Cool. All right, we're gonna be trying to work through bug reports today. It's bug day. B. Obtaining even when performing the rescues. Spawn but aren't obtainable. I wonder. Right, okay. Pongo City needs to be fixed. And I know what the issue with that one is. I'll just find the mountain. Pongo City. Yep. I love your game, bro. I'm waiting for my PC to play at full FPS. Hell yeah, dude. Penguin Heist, right? Glad you like it. My boss told me to not use the company account to watch live streams, but here we are. Goidel, did you solve my cryptic? I don't think I did. When did you post it? In memes? Is it this one? Peeled acorns and wireless linguine. Hey, Arkham, what's up? 4-4. So I'm guessing it's this and this and this and this. So peeled acorns. Well, peeled, I guess you get corn. Okay, I think I see where this is going. There is Gwyn in there. Corn Gwyn. wire line. Wireless. A line could be a wire. Borngwen. Did I get it? Am I a genius? I think I'm a genius. I'm a genius. It's official. It's confirmed. I'm the genius. Hey, yo, what is this? Some kind of Pongo City? And the definition is, dude, that's freaky. Oh, I didn't even... Dude, that's freaky. Okay. Yeah, I get it now. I don't know. I think I just... Because it ended in the question mark, my eyes just ignored it, and I just saw the 4-4. Good definition. Wait, is the camera tilted? It is slightly tilted. Working on a new one. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, awesome. I got live restricted on TikTok. See, this is what makes it worth going live on TikTok. What I always tell. Always say to my viewers. I love going live on TikTok. What's this trigger? Guess these are the paratroopers or something? Yeah, the backup probably arrives there. TikTok is begging me to go online. Yeah, don't. I don't know if this music is doing it for me. Guffley said he was gonna make a playlist. I'm sort of waiting for that. The window analysis, and there's physics debugger. So you'll notice here that the collision of the cliff is not as it should be. Ah, shit. Window. Yeah, we were doing I was showing off the mushroom game yesterday. A little bit. That was fun. Oh, thanks for the like, Dutton. 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 Let's see here. We open the cliff. I'm gonna see if I do mesh compression. It doesn't change the bounds. But TikTok has given you live permission then? What you're saying? Why is it playing the same song again? I can't handle this. It's too much. Too much. We'll do this one. The old reliable. Old faithful. But I would have nothing to show. Yeah. Hey, the good doctor is back. I don't get... It's strange. Because... It's like the collision shape is just wrong for it. The collision shape's just wrong. Don't generate colliders and then generate colliders, maybe. Nope. I mean, I have another idea. If I put cliff for old as the... Or is that what's happening? Copy. Paste. No? It's like being offset. Like the collision is not adhering to the actual mesh itself. That's so weird. Like you see here, look. Look at where the origin is and the shape. Like there's the shape. Like that. And I show. Don't show. You see it's moving. Being offset. The actual collision. For no obvious reason. Yeah. It's like how why oh wait, I think I know. Okay. Can do undo. I think I know what the issue is. And if it turns out I know what the issue is, I'm a genius. Bongo Titi. Don't save the changes. Hey, thank you so much. 8 exagram Quinteg 0N star underscore 2026 for liking the live. Okay, let's see. Window. Analysis. Shit, it didn't fix it. Wait. No, it did fix it. Because now it's actually rendering as it's supposed to. Aha! Well, then what we can do, we can leave it like that, duplicate it, bam, remove the renderer, move the collider, finally
This
made it
is
to
Mr.
stream.
Penguin.
Yeah.
Easy pressed. Aaron GameDev just subscribe.
Oh,
Fun.
thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I'm rich. Yeah, it's good enough. What have you missed? Nothing special. I've been away for 2 days. We did some play tests though. We did do some play tests, so you missed those. Mushroom play tests. But you can download it right now. If you head to fishsoft.com/swamp, you can give it a try. I've added boats and stuff. Okay, let's just leave it like that. Who cares? You tried it before on stream, yeah, but I mean, it's new stuff, so if anyone's interested, I guess I could just bake. No, I can't do that. I need to open the project. But there's going to be a lot more features coming. Oh, the hit sound? Well, it's fixed now, luckily, so... My new cassette player is the same age as Goidel. From 1972. Interesting, yeah. I'm actually older. I'm from 1969. That's fixed. That pig step? You know it. Goidel is from the year 969, yes. When looking at the blueprints tab in the pause menu, you can't click on the blueprint. Oh, right. I don't know if it's instead when... Hitting enter to chat will also confirm menus. That was the issue with the controller support, I remember. Chicken wing, chicken wing. What the shit? What's happening? Greetings, I love blue. I want to see the profiler. I guess it is just because it's so many objects. I have turned good and more into justice. Alright, alright. That's what I'm talking about. Let justice prevail. Mega's very into justice these days. No offense, Mega. None taken. Good, good. What do you think of the Unity thing with AI? What is Unity doing with AI? Because as far as I'm aware, they've sort of pivoted away from doing much at all with AI. Because their first, like when AI was at peak hype, you know, everyone was like AI. You know, Apple was releasing their like Apple Intelligence, and then Microsoft was doing the Copilot, you know, and then Unity's like, we got to do it too, and they're like, yeah, we're adding Unity AI, but since then they've been kind of quiet on it, and in the Unity keynotes and stuff, they haven't really. Old MacDonald, AIEIO. Would you give Discord your SpongeBob driving license? Can I use the Penguin Springs ID to bypass Discord's ID requirement? Yeah, I've been itching to get back into Penguin Springs. I have. Working on the Mushroom game just makes me realize how much I love making these sort of sandbox, open world type games. I've been itching to get back into that. But, you know, Penguin Ice leaving early access. So... Yeah, Penguin Ice will leave early access first. That was sort of the change. So you know, I was working on Penguin Springs around the same time I was rewriting the multiplayer. And I'd been working on Penguin Springs for so long, Penguin Heist for so long. I was just sort of tired, you know. But now I'm not so disillusioned anymore. I think I'm sort of back in it. Like, I don't know why this one, because it is a button. Would the polishing of penguin related stuff apply to Detective Penguin 2? No. No. Detective Penguin is separate. It's a separate project, so it wouldn't apply. I don't have really any intention, like, unless... I think the only scenario I could see where Detective Penguin gets controller support is if it gets, like, a sudden burst in popularity. Which, honestly, for that type of game that it is, I don't expect. Hello, Speaker Alex. Welcome to the stream. How are we doing today? How can I say to not draw... Hey, Peggy. Who's Peggy? I guess it crashes when I go into that one then.
Megadega once said, Penguin Springs needs seal balls. Who's with me? This reminds me of my high school days where my classmates would talk about horse balls a lot.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of horse balls, did you know that in Red Dead Redemption...
No, I didn't know. Tell me about Red Dead Redemption. If I do physics manager or physics rendering here, window. No, it doesn't show UI. I got Penguin to run my phone, by the way. Emulated, not streaming. You did? Was it running fine? Not heist, Detective Penguin. Oh shit. But how did it run? Runs like as and controls like as. 20 frames a second. All right. If it was native, it would run better, that's for sure. But I mean, that's awesome though. I'm surprised that... Is it what kind of phone? An Android, I guess? Samsung S24 Ultra. I love phone names, dude. Nothing better than a good phone name. Hey, thanks for liking the live, Minx. Appreciate it. Metal Gear Solid 5 to run at 40 FPS? $200 phone on launch for a third of the price? Yay. We're becoming the most liked live on TikTok, guys. Oh wait, it wasn't $200 phone, it's $1,200 phone. I was like, $200 is very cheap for a phone that can run Metal Gear Solid 5 at 40 FPS. And you got it at third of a price. Like 70 bucks. I mean, for me, it's like... I would like making a phone game if people actually bought phone games. But people don't buy games on the phone because every single person who has a phone expects games to be free. Which means that I have to add in microtransactions if I ever want to make any sort of semblance of money in those games. Like the phone gaming market is so absolutely corrupt and ass and garbage. If you have a premium product. Like, if I can go on my phone now, if I go to App Store, and there's the games section, must play games, what we're playing, Apple Arcade, like none of these have any price tag. All these top games here, the only one I see with a price tag is Minecraft. Which also happens to be the most popular game in the entire world. Like, surprise, surprise, Minecraft is able to charge money, but literally no other app. I'm scrolling through here, app after app after app. It just says get. And it has the little in-app purchases. Top paid games. Is Geometry Dash paid? I didn't know that. Top paid games. Geometry Dash, Minecraft. It's so cringe. Minecraft's name on the App Store is not Minecraft, it's Minecraft. Dream it, build it. Over 30 FPS in Penguin Village? Oh, hell yeah. But yeah, Geometry Dash, Minecraft, Dream It, Build It, which to me, browse App Store online. Here, games. I can show you here. Top paid games. Here. Okay, number 1 is Minecraft, Dream It, Build It. Posted footage on the Discord? Hell yeah. Let me see. In general? I mean, this is crazy, dude. This is crazy. The last 20 seconds. I mean, the fact that it even runs okay. Yeah, that's cool, dude. So, top paid games. Minecraft Dream It. I can't get over the fact that they call it Minecraft Dream It, Build It. Call it Minecraft. You don't need to have a freaking tagline. They changed it on mobile like 2 years ago. I like build almost anything. Why not build anything? Build almost anything. Geometry Dash. Which makes sense. As far as like phone games. Yeah, Penguin Heist. Huh, neat. Geometry Dash makes sense. And it's also like as far as phone games go, in my opinion, it's a good phone game if it's a puzzle game or a game that where your only input is tapping. Like single button games. Those are like the best phone games. So Balatro, good phone game because you're moving cards around. It's essentially like, you know, card games, puzzle games, fine. Plague Inc., arguably a good game, but at the same time, I struggle a little bit with finding and tapping the symbols when I play that. Heads Up, good game. Makes sense for the phone. Actually uses the gyroscope, which is also nice. So these are like, make sense. Stardew Valley on the phone, I would never play Stardew. Papa's Freezeria to go? What the heck is this game? What the? This looks like garbage. Like parents buying this for their kid or something? What is this? It's like a Flash game. It's the top 7 most paid game anyway. Bloons Tower Defense Sticks. Bloons, good phone game. I support it. Incredibox. That's also just a Flash game, isn't it? This is just a Flash game. Right? Bloons Tower Defense 6. Yeah. Five Nights at Freddy's. You know what? Fine. Fine. I just don't think it would be scary on a phone. Because you need the big screen. Terraria, no. Angry Birds, classic. I just, you know, they stole the concept from the Crush the Castle. San Andreas, any GTA game doesn't make sense. Poe, iconic, old school, classic game. Yeah, like Terraria is also like precision platforming. Any sort of precision platforming on a phone. Like, why? At any point, it's like, I feel like the only reason people are playing games on their phone is because they don't have a computer, right? That's the only reason. Everyone knows that phone games are worse. Yeah, it's if you're on the go. But again, it's like you're not going to be playing freaking GTA San Andreas on the go. Just don't, I guess. I don't know. Death Stranding on iOS, yeah. People are crazy, man. People are crazy. And it's like, I understand if you're a kid also. You know, it's exciting. The thought of like, oh, this game I play on my computer, I can play it on the phone. Like, that's exciting, right? But a full-grown adult who's gaming on their phone, They're mistreating themselves. They absolutely, entirely mistreating themselves. It's like going through life and saying, I'm never going to watch any movie in the cinema ever. I'm never going to watch a movie on a TV ever. Actually, I'm just going to watch every single movie in an airplane on the airplane screen. That's how I'm going to watch my movies for the rest of my life. That's the same thing you're doing when you're gaming on your phone. Like, I don't get why... It's erroring out because of some render graph shit. I'll just restart. Yeah, I've seen that. They sell these attachments, like you just have the controllers on it. And I can see that making sense. But again, the phone screens are too small. So if someone says that, I circle back again. You're living your life watching movies on the airplane TV screen. The equivalent of that is playing games on your phone. But if you're frequently on the go, you're always on the go. You're always on a train, you're always on a plane. You know, you're living that life of being on the go, and you just have this itch to play the classics. You have the itch to play the classics. You know, live your life. Buy the attachment, use your phone as a Steam Deck or Switch equivalent or whatever, you know? I'm not gonna judge you for that. I judge for that. That's fair, Mega. That's fair. Because that screams... I just have run for game on anything other than a PC because it screams bad money management. Well, I mean, me personally, I game on console generally. The reason being that I just prefer the closed ecosystem. I don't want to have any struggles with any drivers, any struggles with input, whatever. I want just this unified, working out-of-the-box experience, and that's why I like consoles. And as a game developer, I also like consoles. I think the world would be a better place if PCs as a gaming space were eradicated and replaced with standardized boxes. One example, one prime example. One prime example being all these damn graphics drivers, right? Or graphics APIs. So on Windows, there's OpenGL. There's like OpenGL 2.0. There's DirectX 11, DirectX 12, and Vulkan. And you have to keep, because these are running everywhere. Like, not everyone has all of these. They're not implemented everywhere. So you have to support as many of those as you can. I would watch movies on an Xbox, yeah. I use my Xbox as essentially a smart TV as well. It's like having an Apple TV, you know? But also, I wouldn't want to do my taxes on my Xbox, right? Because it's an entertainment system. So when I'm paying for an Xbox, I'm paying, at least for me, I'm paying for the separation between entertainment and work. The reason I don't really find sitting down at the end of the day, I spent a whole day in front of the computer. It's time to relax. I find the environment switch from going to the computer, sitting down in the couch, and booting up the Xbox and hearing the boot up sound. Like, yeah, I'll just pay for that alone because I just need the separation. So for me, it makes complete and total sense. Also, I think for kids, it makes a lot more sense to give them a console than to give them a computer. Because I don't, you know, if I'm having a kid, I would much rather than be locked into, like, this is for gaming and perhaps watching movies, but it's not to install random software. Like, when you're on this thing, you're playing games. Not installing a bunch of viruses from some link that your buddy sent you. Yeah. Consoles are toys. But again, it's like, as an adult, I don't think there's anything wrong with buying yourself a toy in the form of an Xbox or a Switch. Okay, let's see. Options. No. Blueprints. Okay, now it works. I'd rather my child have a Nintendo Switch than an iPad. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, the iPad is far too competent. Like, they just shouldn't be a thing. And also the problem with an iPad, I think, compared to like a compared to an Xbox, is that the Xbox is stationary. Name car for edit. Okay, like a car, like a vehicle car. Just a normal car? Okay. Let me name the car. I'm calling the car the Ass Blaster 2000 Land Rover. All right, bet. Okay. Nice. Yeah, have a good one, Caleb. Have a good one. Okay, let's fix these patrols. I think we can add like a wall or something. I think also growing up with mouse and keyboard makes the obvious choice in controls. I don't know. I'm not necessarily always... Mouse and keyboard is not always the way to go for me, even for first-person shooters. And that's speaking as someone who grew up with both. I don't understand the sort of elitism that people feel when they're like, you play games with a controller. Don't you realize that's the suboptimal way? You can't even aim with a controller. It's impossible. And it's like, all right, buddy, you stick to your mouse. Enjoy. Yeah, and I think also like some games abuse the fact that the keyboard has. Well, that's the thing. The accuracy of a mouse is unmatched, and I don't think anyone's arguing with the fact that the mouse is accurate, right? But the thing is, when I'm playing Skyrim or I'm playing, I don't know, just casual game of Halo, which is a first-person shooter, or I'm playing Dark Souls, I just way prefer a controller. There's just something laid back, relaxing. And again, talking about the sort of, you know, work, relaxation, separation. The effect of changing the input that I'm using to like interface with the entertainment from a keyboard to a controller is so efficient to create that separation for myself. But also I will say that for like Dark Souls games, I would say that the controller is just more, it's better just overall. Like it's the optimal way to play those games because of the analog input for walking and looking. Can't type on a controller? Let me show you. I used to have this as a kid. I'd be flaming so many people online. They didn't know what hit them. They're like, damn, how do you type so fast? How could you do that? That's why. So, hate when games are made for controller and become annoying too. Yeah, that would be Skyrim, for example. Skyrim was made for controller. You can tell by the way that the menus work. Trying to figure out. Red Dead 2, for example, also, I mean, you can tell it's amazing to play a controller. It just feels so good. Walking around in that game with a controller is like chef's kiss. So good. And that's what I'm talking about, like third-person games and the directional input. So good. Mouse and keyboard just doesn't work for those games. You need that extra dimension of input. And it's like the only way to combat that is making response, like the input response, like 1-to-1. Which, if you do that, you just lose that sort of weight and realism that a game like Red Dead gives you for your character controller. Yeah, using a controller can be sweaty. I'll give you that much. It can be sweaty. There we go. That's the key. Now there's not going to be any patrol that sees you as you spawn into the level. Wait, I forgot I added this. What's that even for? Oh, I guess it's for the patrol, right? Like the paratroopers. Gonna spam errors on me now? No? Okay. Supposedly controllers better for first and third person games, which I find out personally, but how does it do in top down games? For strategy games, it's ass, except that's not entirely true because they did release a strategy game that plays amazing on controller. For Sims, I would never play a simulator and a tycoon on a controller. Never. But that's also like, those games are like spreadsheet games. Where do I do spreadsheets? On a computer. So like, just no. I would play Sims with a controller. Sims 2 on the Xbox, on the original Xbox, is amazing. They translated that game amazingly well to the controller. Building is not perfect, but all things considered, it's not bad. It's not at all bad. But Lord of the Rings, what's it called? Battle for Middle Earth. This game is a strategy game, real-time strategy game on the Xbox. And it plays like a dream, man. I don't know how they did it, but it's a really well done strategy game. And you play that with a controller, and it feels like an arcade game more than a strategy game. It's just really cool. But again, if you're gonna get into the competitive scene, you're not playing this with the controller, right? But it is interesting what you can achieve when you design like controller first for these kinds of games, because I mean, at the time when this was released, there hadn't been really any competent strategy games for console. So they sort of went back to the drawing board with this one and figured out a way to make it make sense. And it's really fun. It's a good game. Really good game. Legend has it, Slorb will say the S word 10 times today. Well, I only said it once. Updated packages. Redesigned. Ongo, Shitty, Spawn, and fixed. Collider issue. This is me when my S word starts leaking. Please. I should have I'm gonna have to say it eventually. I'm gonna maybe say it 10 times, honestly. But I should have a slorb mode that you can activate on the stream. I think that would be kind of cool. So it turns my penguin into Slorb. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Blue Wolf TV. I'm just working through this list of bugs and reports. Okay, I'll do fixed. Hitting enter to chat will confirm. Right, that's been fixed. First aid kit has a super awkward buffer between when you select it and you can actually start healing. Right. I'll first consumable heal. I think I set the time. Consume delay. Effect duration in seconds. Let's see. First aid kit. I think I changed it to consumable. The effect duration. Consume delay 5. There. Every spring you replay them, and every single time you get smarter and smarter when you replay them. For some weird reason, you get smarter and smarter. I played Portal Reloaded and solved all. I haven't played Portal Reloaded. Is it good? Yeah, but compared to like 2. Compared to 2 and 1. Like one of the best spin-offs, but is it actually like good? Does it feel like a mod? I guess is the real question. Better than 1? What was I gonna check? Oh shit, I was gonna go into Pongo City, not research. About the same as 2, maybe not as good of a story. Okay, so the quality of the levels about the same as 2. Hey yo, we got the blue lobby. Waiting for those shaders to compile, I guess. Pongo City. Okay, so we'll just wait and see if the patrols find us or not. I don't think they should. Yeah, looks like they don't find me. Ah! Help! I wonder what the profiler says. Or what actual, I guess physics. A lot of allocations. Where are they coming from? Enemy. 1.3 kilobytes. A lot of allocations. Fixed update. Laser fixed update is running 0.95. That's a lot of, I guess it's all the raycasts. Physics raycast, yeah. I wonder, laser. If is enabled and frame, time dot frame. Well, we'd need technically I think we'd want like a laser manager to run these over many frames. Because otherwise we're just splitting it up. Because that's 1 millisecond of compute every frame just for raycasting. Kind of pointless. Here's get null. But it's not printing anything, is it? Interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then this one is running the physics simulation. Thanks for liking the live, dude. Appreciate it. But how many physics objects are we actually simulating? Static colliders 2648. Yeah. 140 physics queries. I wonder if the physics queries are counting the raycast. I don't think they'd. We do T laser. We're gonna disable those. Oh shit, yeah. Physics queries just drop down. I mean, arguably, the laser shouldn't even be active unless the player is within a certain distance of the laser in the first place. Which is also... $307. Contact manager discrete update. I mean, total overlaps trigger T. Can we see like all the triggers in the scene? I wish there was like a quick way to select all triggers. I know you can do like the weird quick search stuff. A lot of heavy lifting. Crazy, man, crazy. I mean, all in all, it's running pretty well. Particle system. That's also what I do with particle systems. I have a manager in the mushroom game. What? Interesting. Yeah. But like the trapdoor, for example. The heck? Okay. I just want to see like how that affects the use going up? I wonder where the triggers are. Like, is the base zone a trigger? Layer player only? I mean, that heavily reduces the amount of trigger. I wonder exfiltration trigger. And they're all there, but no one's in them. Music trigger. Also player only, so that's fine. If we search like trigger, blueprint, boss health trigger, respawn trigger, player only, okay. Set that to player only as well. I just want to see. Still 28. Is it because my body has multiple colliders? I guess that would make sense. Anyway, dynamic bodies. I wonder, window, and then edit project settings, physics, settings. That seems to run worse. It's interesting. But like what are the actual... Yeah, the automatic box pruning seems to be the fastest one though. Still, I wonder if it's like if I T collider and I just disable like all these beach rock. I'm just like, no, these are no longer active. And then we take some more, like the T collider cliff. All the cliffs. They're all gone. No more collisions for thee. I think I had a script in Detective Penguin that I used in later optimizations that would set automatically, depending on the size of the object, if it was an occluder or occludee. I think I should probably run that script in the scenes here. Like if we look at the physics here, we've dropped a lot, but still there's a lot of colliders like here, bridge to deck. Let's disable those. We're just going crazy here. I just want to see sort of what the implications of colliders in the scene are. Oh, you're here? Well, that's too bad, because this stream's not going to last much longer. Are you home from your thing? From your trip? Oh, you're not home? Well, then it's fine. And yeah, it will be on the Play Store, Apple Play Store, Google Play Store, in Toys R Us, all the stores. Home tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure if I will be streaming in the weekend, but if I do, I guess we'll be doing a little playtest. Pretty sure it doesn't exist. No, it's real. It's real. Toys R Us is real. You don't have to be scared. Toys R Us can't hurt you. Yeah, I mean, it's dropping the physics use significantly when I just cut down on the amount of colliders in the scene. That is to say, the amount of static colliders. Penguin heist? Ew. You're ew. I shoot you with a gun. Ah! Yeah, I mean, I got some stuff. Some ideas. Basically, I think I need to optimize what is an occluder and what is not. What the? Like these, for example, these pillars don't need the exact collision. They can be convex colliders. These ones, convex, they don't need the precision of the actual pole. It's just very needlessly complex. Because it is slowing down the entire simulation. So I think all these walkways here don't have collision now because I disabled it all, but still interesting. Yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. A bit of a boring stream today, I'll admit, but I just wanted to cap off the week at least with a short stream. I'm going to be trying to do some shroom work over the weekend. But I'm going to lock in now and try to add more controller support, try to finish that up. Do some optimization. So it's kind of boring work, and I don't think I'll be very talkative during it, so I don't think there's any point. I already haven't been very talkative. But that's the nature of this work sometimes. You just gotta lock in. But yeah, I did do for those of you who didn't see, I posted an image of this, which is now, the hotel is gone, essentially, is what this means. The hotel is gone. There's now a store and a cafe on the island, and there's going to be camps. So the way I want player housing, this is the RIP Puffin game. Yeah. Puffin game got shot in the back of the head and pulled out into the backyard. Add a Puffin to Shroom Goon to pay respect to Puffin. I think maybe, yeah. I guess I have to. So the idea is, in the Puffin game, it made sense that you'd stay in a hotel, right? It made sense because you're visiting the island. It's supposed to be more fancy, I guess. And in the mushroom picking game, well, it's more about being out in the nature. It's more about forest life. It's more, you know, you're one with nature. So why the heck would an elf, a forest elf, be like, yeah, I'm gonna check into the hotel room? No, that doesn't make any sense. So I like the hotel. I really like the hotel. So I was like, how can I salvage what I've already done? So I was like, well, I could just keep the buffet stuff. Keep it over here. This is a buffet area. And then here is a little shop area. So there's a shop and a buffet. And instead, where the rooms were, there's now a campsite. So the way that player housing is going to work in Shroom Game is you'll have these little slots. So tents won't be up. When you show up to a campsite, there's going to be no tents. There's just going to be like these empty tent slots. And if you've bought tent gear at the store, you can set up your own tent. And when you've set up a tent, you can sleep in it. So you can buy like different tent skins, essentially. You can buy different tent customizations. And eventually you could buy like a bigger tent as well. And you can enter your tent, and it's going to enter sort of like an instance. I don't know if you like Animal Crossing interior store. I don't know if you can see. Like, this is how it is in Animal Crossing, basically. So, like, when you're inside a space, it's just black all around. So it's like you're in a void. And this is what you see. I think I want to do that, essentially, for for the tent. So it's sort of like this little space that just exists in a liminal space. But yeah, it's going to give the player a chance to like customize and do some interior decoration in their tent. They can like pick it up and move it to another camping spot. And at the end of the day, sun has set. You can pick up sticks around to, you have to like gather an amount of sticks. You put them on the fire and then you light the fire. And to light fires, you need to first pick up the sticks. You know, you have to do a little stick hunt. And then you put the sticks on the fire, and then you have to use like a fire lighter, like flint and steel, Minecraft style, Jack Black. And then you light the fire, and now you can use it for cooking. And cooking is the way for you to make mushrooms be more usable. So in the game Breath of the Wild, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you'll know that you can find like ingredients out in the wild that you can eat. But if you just eat them as they are, they don't do very much. It's only when you cook them that their effect is amplified. And I want to do the same thing with the mushroom. So let's say you find a speed shroom. You eat the shroom, you'll run fast, but it only lasts like 5 seconds or something. You're like, oh my god, I really want more of this effect. So how do I do this? Well, you gather a bunch of speed shrooms. Again, this plays into the idea of having to collect many of the same. You collect a bunch of speed shrooms, cook them up at the fire into a dish, and now you've got a speed boosting dish that you can then eat later on, which is going to like boost your speed for 3 minutes maybe, you know. That's at least what I'm thinking. So debuff wild mushrooms. Maybe not, you know, insanely much, but at least a considerable amount. And then make cooking be the primary way, because I want these camping sites to be like rendezvous points where people are getting funneled into the camps to do cooking, to hang around, to play instruments, just sit around at the camping chairs, hear the crackling of the fire, tell stories, and then, you know, sleep in their tents. That's sort of the idea of the camps. And I think the hotel just wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be that in the same way. And it doesn't feel connected to nature, which is what I want this game to be all about. It's about nature. I think the camps are a fun way to do that. And the whole, like, you know, cooperating together with your friends to find the sticks at the end of the day, like collect like 5 sticks or something to plop in the fire. I think that's like a fun activity. So like, okay guys, let's go pick sticks so we can light this fire. 6-lane highway. Oh yeah, to Shroom Game. 6-lane highway, Luger, and police, please. And add a Rolex. Washer dryer combo. You can use the washer dryer combo at the cafe. So I don't know. How do we feel about the tent idea? It's good. The campsite. We like it. Cooking and stuff. Because I think I need to lean in more to that coziness. I am going to be redesigning the animals, I think, because they look a bit goofy. Yeah, imagine shrooms in the shroom picking game. Wasn't there a point when Bro Y was like... He was like Robber. I forget what he was doing, but it was very Robber-like. Something about pigs. Not the pigs, please. Like, don't cook the pigs. Anyway, he supposedly has a heart of gold. Don't redesign the pigs. Oh, I think I'm gonna redesign the pigs. I'm gonna make them smaller and a bit cuter. What makes you like the pigs so much? They're still gonna have their nipples. Don't worry about it, because I know that's what you're probably talking about, right? They're still gonna have those. You like that they're so big? Maybe I could keep a big pig as... Like, I mean, because... Like... If we have... a pig farmer or whatever... I could make it so that every pig is unique. Like, there's a little bit of random chance to the pig you get. So, like, you could get a pig with spots. You could get a pig that's big or a pig that's small. So there's a bit more like, this is my pig. And then you can name them too. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. No promises. I feel like the pig model sticks out a bit as far as the look, so. I see lots of spotted pigs when I Google Tryffelsvin. Yeah, well, so I imagine there's a guy, not in the first region, maybe in like the second biome. And that guy has like a little pig farm. Yeah, I mean, they are big in swamp, but they're also, I mean, we are elves, so we are small. But I was thinking also, so the boat stuff, the boat actually works now, and I want to add. I'm envisioning. Like an island off the coast, right? You can see it in the distance. And it has like this sort of like hot spring, mossy, lava-like appearance, but you can only see it in the distance. But you can only see the outlines of it. You can't actually see what it looks like, but you can see it like the moment you spawn into the game. You can see the island off in the distance. Geyser Island, basically, yeah. And so you're like, I want to get there. What's that island? And so the first big goal you want is to like buy the boat and get to that island. And then you save up like 500 coins, and then you buy the boating license, and now you can use the boat by the harbor. And then you and your friends all hop on the boat and like go on this like old motorboat out to the island, and like the mist breaks through and you see the island, like, oh my god, it's amazing. And there's like all these kinds of rare mushrooms out on this island. Like, imagine that. Bro thinky Dark Souls world building. No, I just like games where you can see an area from the start and be like, I want to get there, but realizing that the game is stopping you from getting there. I think that's like my favorite trope in any game. Whether that's in like, you know, the Elder Scrolls, you can see a mountain and you're like, I wonder what's up there. I go there. Or like in Red Dead Redemption 1, seeing Mexico across the river, and then all of a sudden, like, now you can go to Mexico. It's like, oh yeah. Like, all of those things I think are really cool. Just like an area you can see, you know you'll be able to get there, you just don't know when. And then eventually you know when, but you have to like save up for it. Moonshroom, yeah. But I think it's hiding away a super novel area, I think is very cool. But it's, I mean, that's... They did it in Breath of the Wild too. I mean, the spawn area, you're looking down. You're on the plateau, the Great Plateau, and you're looking down and you see like there's this whole world beneath the plateau, but you just can't get down until you complete the tutorial and get the hang glider, and then you do this hang gliding down into the new open world. They're like, holy shit, the world just opens up to you. Those are my favorite moments in games. Outer Wilds does it too. Like, you see a planet off in the distance and you just start flying to it. You just get there and it's like, damn, that's awesome. So I want to capture as many of those moments as possible in this game, because it's all about the exploration and the puzzles to like that you solve to get to the locations you want to get to. So there's going to be like a mountain, like a peak, an icy peak. You're like, damn, I want to get up there. How do I do that? Well, first you have to like learn some jumping technique that allows you to like climb up things, and then you have to get the mountaineering rope, and then you have to get like the winter coat so you don't freeze to death or whatever. And it's like all these different things that you have to get so you can actually scale to the top. Add ability to make new, never seen before shrooms. Yeah, like a shroom lab. We can do gene splicing. Yeah, so that's the sort of idea for the game as far as exploration goes. I'm gonna experiment a bit with that. I mean, I've added swimming and stuff. I could show you guys just real quick before I close the stream. They're swimming. And there's drowning too. So you have to buy the flippers in the store to actually be able to swim. Which is also like, because the way that I have to design the game is around the fact that the world is not what's changing, it's you as a player who is changing. So I have to tie world progression not to the world, but to you as a player. So, well, swimming would have a stamina bar. So you'd only be able to swim for so long until you drown and get teleported back to land again. So the boat is necessary for traveling far. Unless you eat the water shroom. Yeah. Or eat the poop shroom and fly off to the island. Which, honestly, I wouldn't be against people making insane shroom combos to, like, jump across the ocean and get to the island. I think that would be funny. Because that's also sort of the idea with the dishes, like cooking, is that you can make sort of insane combos that are like amplified. And maybe you have like, you eat the mimic shroom and then you eat the dish, and the dish is already increasing like the duration, but then you increase the intensity of it by eating the mimic shroom, and now you can like run super fast, jump super high, and double jump, and you like triple jump across the ocean to get to the island or something. Or you use the belly slide to slide first, and then you exit the slide, maintain the momentum, and jump, you know? So there's all kinds of wacky combinations you could potentially make by eating shrooms. And I don't want to discourage that, essentially. Test route. Okay, I'm just going to show you here. All right, the boats are sinking. Hold up. Yeah, I made the water doesn't go through the boats anymore. But the boats also sink. I think it's because the network rigid body. Yeah. There we go. So I could show you here. If I jump in the water now, yep. I drowned. Oh no. And I get back on the land. Here we go. Tell me this ain't a vibe. So, Leviathans, yeah. So, this guy's no longer selling hats, as you can tell. He's just got a pig and a shovel and, oh, right, the shovel also, I can show you. You actually hold it now. It's a bit in progress, but you're going to be holding the shovel. I'm going to change the... Oh, yeah, mouse support is here. Right-click to move around like this. You can even scroll in and out. You can even scroll into mushroom mode. But yeah, this is the store here. There's a radio. Play some music. Here are the hats. And these are the flippers. Ta-da! Oh, and bikes. Yeah, there's going to be face customization, but I'll see. Maybe I could add it quite soon, I guess, because people like customization. Oh. Sorry. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. The bike actually tilts and the wheels spin. I just need to have like a pedaling. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing with the face customizations. You can just get different faces for the different vibes. So if you want to be sort of this guy, he's sort of sarcastic, done with it, you know. Is your game finally made? Yeah, it's done. It's out on Steam. Buy it now. This dude was in when we were playing, right? The soccer guy. Hey, Gufford, you showed up at the wrong time. You are late. Yeah, the stream's not going to be much longer. But he kicks the ball. Look. He likes to play soccer. Yeah, there's going to be like a preset of like 10 different ones. And you can just cycle through, and that's going to be like your default face, and then maybe we'll add a mirror so you can change the default. But then there's going to be like X amount of... But yeah, look at the bike. Look at the bike. Got that tilt. I did not do any playtesting. There's going to be playtesting later. But yeah, you can de-equip. So I'm adding the tool belt. You can see he's actually holding the shovel now. So it's going to be it renders, and I'm going to change the shovel to not be this big ass shovel. It's going to be more like a gardening shovel. So it's going to be like this, you know? So you can actually reasonably see it in first person. It's not going to be this. But yeah, I was telling, I was showing, I had like drowning, so you can drown. And then you can also sit in chairs now. Ta-da! So imagine you brought your instruments. Y'all are sitting around the campfire playing. Yeah, no, I will be ending the stream soon enough. And these are going to be the tents. Right now it's just placeholder, but there's going to be like tent slots. And you can set up a tent. And then you can like go to bed in it right now. But it's going to have like you can actually go into it. But I'll just showcase the swimming too. Your character actually swims. just need to add like a swimming animation. And then the boats, which I was showing earlier, they don't take on water anymore. So it's actually hiding the water. They do work on land, yeah. But I could upload a build to testing if you guys just want to test it on your own. But I don't know how fun that is. I think it's more fun when we do it on stream. And also I can like collect more data. And I still haven't fixed all the stuff I want to fix. So I think maybe I'll just wait on uploading it. But I'm gonna add like some little jumps and stuff so you can do like boat stunts. Yeah, it's fun with more people and more features too. But I'm gonna add the tool belt. So right now, as you can see, you can toggle between holding the shovel and not. There are more. There's another boat right there, so there are 2 boats right now. But I could add a little boat store so you can actually just buy the boats. I'll just use the same script as for buying the bikes. Very satisfying boat sound. I agree. It is satisfying. Which is surprising because I implemented the boat in like an hour, so. But yeah, this is the store, so it's no longer a hotel. It's just breakfast, buffet, and he doesn't seem to hold it though. I don't know why. Nine still works, yeah. Shovel on back like Ninjago. But yeah, this is gonna be like I want to have like camping gear and some hats and stuff in here. And then like, for example, my idea is that I want shops to be a bit spread out, so not all stores. Yeah, there's gonna be a lamp. That's gonna be another thing I add to the tool belt. Because it's super easy for me to add new items to the tool belt. Because I just say this is the visual for it. So like the shovel, this is the visual representation. And then it also has a reference that I can access in scripts to see like, does the player have a shovel? And I don't even have to like click and drag. It's all just, Wait, I can just fly? Why was I able to fly? Why can I fly? Oh, I guess maybe I pressed 0. Add events. Oh yeah, good idea. Events. I'll add the Epstein event. So yeah, I think I just want to add more content for us. So my intent is that the next playtest we do, will be one where we're actually playing the game and not just goofing around. In web fishing, a meteor can crash and you can fish up a dog from it. Yeah. I think I want like weather to be an event. If I add weather, that would be like an event. So like during rain, you'd wake up in the morning after sleeping and the rain.
Penguin.
Oh hell yeah! Thank you so much for the subscribing. You showed up at just the wrong time. Yeah. In Ice Biome, the bellow slide doesn't stop unless you press space. That would be kind of funny. That would be kind of funny that the biomes are also affecting your movement. Maybe you have to eat the grippy shroom. Stream is ending soon, yeah. But so a couple of things I want to have. Couple things I want to have for the next playtest. I want players to be able to make fires. I want them to be able to put up their own tent. You should be able to buy tents from the store. You should be able to play some instruments. I don't think I'll add cooking. I don't think we're doing a playtest today. I don't think so. Because I need to add a bunch of stuff. But let's see here. I'll see. If we stuff needed for playtest. Tent placing plus buying. Instruments. Lantern. Shovel. Tool belt. Stuff. Boat license. I don't want us to be able to have access to the boat from the start. I'm gonna add an island. I'll just say that. I'll add an island that we can't get to unless we have the boat. So we're all gonna have to save up and work to the boat. City boy! City boy! Add hats. Yeah. More hats. Elwiro. I like Elwiro. That's a good one. Only one at a time. Stacking is annoying. Yeah. Don't worry about it, man. I got you. It's on the list. I'll add the rope. Oh, yeah. Any other cosmetics? More hats and cosmetics. Yeah, I'll add like a vest and stuff too. Future Slorb will read it as only add more hats. Yeah. I'll type and cosmetics. Shirts. Plus scarf. Yeah, one more still 50%. Oh, right. Making fire. Slorby, you're reading chat through stream overlay? I am. That's probably why it's so delayed. That is why I do it, yeah. I need to, yeah, I need to, make sure that shit doesn't get covered up. And also the screen, when it covers the start of the messages, is the death of me. I have to guess what people start their message with, and often I get it wrong. Yeah, we'll start with this, I think. If we have this for the playtest, we probably have a pretty solid foundation. For a proper, like, actual playtest where we're collecting shrooms and selling them and trying to get money. Why stream ending so early? Because I have to lock in and fix Penguin Heist stuff, and it's going to be very boring to watch, and I don't trust myself to stay engaged enough to speak and say interesting things. You'll have to put on some of Bro Y's music. He's made some hit songs. Good to listen to in the background. Anything else that's jumping out that you think is, like, necessary? Yeah, do make the stream playlist. I was waiting for it. I had to pick something today. I was like, where's Guff's stream playlist? But is there anything else that you guys think is like, yeah, I'm gonna need this if I'm gonna play this seriously. If I don't have this, I'm not gonna play it seriously. Is there anything like that? Some general settings? What general settings? Right now, you can set sensitivity in the console. So you can set sensitivity. You can set FPS cap. And that's it. What are the general settings? Like audio? I'll just add a volume. You can just set the volume in the console as well. Aspect ratio, volumes, controls. Well, do you really think you need controls to do just a session of playtesting? We're probably fine without controls. It takes a long while to add controls. Add music. There is music. There's a loop. Well, I can't see what that message says, but it says my mom. Well, okay, I'm getting a message here. Phone call, sorry. I'm gonna end the stream. See you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later whenever that is. So yeah, thank you guys. Bye-bye. Ta-ta.